I've been so bad.
Hi, welcome to the AFTERSHOW
Punish me.
episode 22 of Layla the Vampire Slayer.
Peachy, we were just talking about something happening pro bono, so
What?
he's gonna bone me.
He sounded like Percival.
What? What?
Hi, welcome to the AFTERSHOW.
So werewolves.
Werewolf sort of thing.
werewolves.
Didn't see that one coming.
I can't wait for you to get back so we can
Whatsoever.
unleash
No
your beast.
idea. It's not like in the cast Layla chat before we even started, Peachy said, what was it?
I'm a
That
puppy.
Percival
Or he's
is
a
a
puppy.
puppy
Yeah.
dog, so lovable
Puppy
and
dog.
understanding.
Yeah.
And then his husband was like, I've got new cuffs for you.
Yeah, Peachy was saying
I knew teenagers wouldn't be able to resist. The character's really forgetful and leave stuff behind. It's like, that phone has got to be there. And then he came up with that line. What was the line? The beast.
Come back so you can unleash your beast or something
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
the one.
Yeah. Fun piece of information. Imogen's also a klepto, so she really likes stealing things. And knowledge is like the favorite thing to steal.
Well,
So it's like, this is mine now.
that's why it was a very expensive phone. Like a magpie. He just put the shiny thing in front of Imogen.
Really did. It was rough.
Yeah,
I'm actually surprised that you made the save, though. It's pretty cool.
I have a lot of willpower.
Peachy got 4 points in resources just for the phone. Yeah.
You're a ridiculous character, Bill. Fucking 11 occultism.
Does this phone also unfold into armor?
Maybe I shouldn't spend my points on another level of sorcery, especially now that we learned that skills are only 2 times XP.
very cheap. That's why
Yeah,
I've got 7
that's like-
occult.
12 XP for another occultism, as opposed to 20 for sorcery.
See, the thing is, when you take a drawback like werewolf, you get to pad
It
up
was
some other stuff.
drawback. What?
That's unfortunate that you took it as a drawback for us,
Or did he?
Oh, did I?
because it's either it can be a drawback or a quality.
Yes. Now, did I spend 12 points? With all the points I have in my occult, did I spend 12 points on it being a quality?
That's really expensive.
It is
Oh,
almost
did he
expensive
take it as a
the Slayer
6-point
one.
drawback?
There's another one though. There is a quality where you can't control when you transform, but you can control how you act when you are transformed. I think there's like a 3-tiered version of it. There's like you have no control, you have partial, and you have full. I
So
have no idea
basically
which one
being
it
a
is.
Swell's
teenager.
music plays.
You have no control, you have a partial, and you have a full.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what she said. While she was in the bathroom with Barnaby.
Yep, that's exactly where I was going. I'm glad you got that train of thought.
Yeah. You're
She
welcome.
didn't.
Sorry, tragic love, I had to cat you.
No, that's
Oh, is
fair.
that where that came from?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I guess. I feel like it's less tragic and more just like cat blocking, but that's
Yeah,
fine.
pretty much.
Cat blocking.
These
I'm
cats.
really glad Barnaby has this drawback.
Yeah. So I've been
Fairness, we
playing.
didn't build our characters
also made
partially
perfect-
around this concept like a year ago.
Yeah,
Finally
exactly.
happened. This was the original. Well, not the original purpose was that Imogen didn't know this. I think was the idea.
Yeah, Imogen's always not
And
really
we've gone
noted,
full circle.
but whether or not it's a willful not noticing or an oblivious not noticing, I think it was more willful.
See, I was getting on the Viogen.
Are we in the after show? Because we should be. If
Oh,
we're...
we are. We started it
Okay.
with Barnaby
I
saying
didn't
that he'd
remember
been a
you
bad
saying
boy.
we went live.
Oh no, I said it after Barnaby. After Josh said that he'd been a bad boy.
That's where you started?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were just fucking with me.
No, genuinely, that's where I started.
Was due.
Okay. I'll live with that.
Is it when he said, "Can you repeat that,
Yeah.
Josh?" I'm like, "Okay, here we go."
Yep. Yep.
I'm tired. I've got like 1 hour of jet lag or something.
Oh, buddy.
Do you have a headache as well? Is that the reason?
Hey, look, sometimes that happens.
It's a good cure for headache, though.
Only for a very short
lucky
time.
to go outside. Yeah, it's great. It's great. It's gonna be a great drawback.
It also makes complete sense why the people that you love always have crap happen to them, like going missing in the middle of a medieval siege.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what?
Thanks, Barnaby.
I've been thinking about that drawback, and E is very reluctant to let me pay it off. So I've been playing it myself, as you might have noticed with the recent relationships. But unfortunately, it also ties hand in hand with another drawback that I don't think I've told anyone about.
No, I think I have a rough idea of what this one is, though.
It's I think in the book it's called like emotional problem, but I've specified it as fear of intimacy
Good.
because my boyfriend died.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
So this is going to be difficult.
It's gonna be the
That makes sense.
worst. I don't think E is gonna have to do a lot to make this awful.
This show is so incestuous.
Yeah.
But that's how high school relationships go.
Yeah, this is
Like,
Sorry,
your
I was
friend
still a
group
nerd in high school. I didn't have
everyone
any.
in your friend group.
No! I was just in my bedroom the whole time, playing on an 8-bit micro, probably.
That's fair.
With a stack of boxes.
I wasn't one for social skills then.
That's reasonable.
you
Wait.
probably had a better time.
High school friend groups are known for their interdating experiences, I would say.
Yeah.
That sounds like a textbook for people who missed high school.
Yep.
High school friend
Homeschool
groups
people.
are known for their entertaining.
Homeschool. Oh, grief. Josh, please.
No, I'm not saying what. What do you think I'm saying here?
Said homeschooling, and we were talking about incestuous relationships. What do you
Not
think?
what I
That's what you were
meant. I
saying.
said the book was for those people, not any. Ugh. Interesting to see where your mind went, Peachy.
You literally said the words.
I wanna look up the tragic love again, just so I know how to help you build it.
Yeah,
Ends
you
badly.
can work on this with me. We can make a horrible relationship together.
Do we have? Is it a love triangle now? Is it a chain? I don't know what it is anymore.
Yeah, it
Okay.
just says as above, but any romantic relationship the character develops ends badly.
I think I will have to re-watch Scott Pilgrim for this as research.
I don't think it necessarily ends badly, but it will definitely have rocks thrown into the river in front of it.
Yeah.
That you will
I just
have
wanted to
swerve
read
and-
what the text said. It basically
Yeah.
was like something bad either happens to the person or the person. And it'll be interesting to play this because I think it's geared around NPCs as opposed to PCs because a player character has somewhat more control over what happens to them as opposed to a non-player character. But don't worry, I'll lean into it for you.
Oh,
Also, I
yeah.
think I still technically have the love drawback
Yep, for Layla.
with Layla.
Yeah. So Layla and Imogen love each other, but can't be together. Imogen, does she have a crush on Violet at all? Because there was a weird intimate moment.
I think Imogen is a teenager in that she recognizes Violet's attractiveness.
Okay.
But I don't think there's like an emotional connection. I
Okay.
think it's just like you're hot.
Right, so you just want
Like
to bang.
that's a thing.
Sure.
That makes me feel awkward sometimes around you.
Imogen and Barnaby now have a thing. Barnaby and Violet had a thing. Violet has a thing
Have,
with pretty much
technically.
everyone. Have a
That's
thing.
not over yet.
You didn't reply to the wanna bonk text either from the night before.
Yep, that was intentional.
Bonk. A horrible word.
That
I
was
beg your
Josh.
pardon?
That
Josh's
was
word.
Josh's
Thank you
choice,
very much.
episode 1,
Bonking.
season 1, and it became a thing.
Yeah, this is our word. You can't diss that word. Not here.
There's a non-disparagement clause, I'm sure.
This is our house.
I checked that contract. There was none of that in there.
I'm gonna go with a love chain then of Layla, Imogen, Barnaby, Violet.
And no, but then Violet's to
There's
everyone.
other bits.
Yeah, Violet kind of goes back to everyone. It's unclear. Like Layla might find other people attractive.
the chain's flailing around everywhere, but it stays roughly as a chain.
But since violence
I'm
to
gonna
everyone,
100% see Layla and Catherine as like a thing eventually.
Oh, I have plans for
Oh
that.
god,
Which is
you
going to be
must have
interesting.
plans. It's been a year nearly.
But it also depends on like how much of Catherine's personality is related at all to what we've seen, as opposed to the effect of her being a vampire and the embodiment of lust.
Well, that's the thing. If she doesn't,
I'm sorry, what?
oh,
It's
you
a
might.
complicated situation. Don't worry, Percy. We'll tell you about it later.
We'll write a report.
That's Percival's tagline. I'm sorry, what?
Don't worry, they'll write a report. It'll be fine.
I've made
If
a
Layla
diagram.
hasn't, oh, nice.
But
Oh yeah,
but Rob,
And I'm thinking at any moment that this might happen. And
I love
it's
those things.
very, very confusing.
Oh yeah, pyramids.
Yeah.
but Rob,
That sounds right.
if
And then
Violet
also
goes to
spinning those
everyone,
things.
if Violet goes to everyone, she also goes to Rob, and then Rob goes to Janet,
So it's a complete chain. It's saying I gotta get more bits.
and then Janet goes to
Hang on.
Janet goes to Robbie, and Robbie goes back
Oh,
to
God.
Barnaby.
Oh no. I'm gonna need a
I
moment.
mean, I feel like there's more connections to Barnaby than we're giving him credit for.
Oh yeah.
So glad I'm not a teenager anymore.
Jane. Jane.
In fairness, though,
James.
I've seen adult groups of friends that are just this complicated. It's called improv.
Oh, is improv all?
A lot of improv groups have a lot of inter-dating complexities because it's like people you socialize with. So you hang like they're the people that you spend time with socially, and then
I mean,
those
there are a
become
lot of
people you
social
don't.
Metal
You
gig
specifically
scene is very similar,
Okay.
unfortunately.
I think it's pretty much anytime you have a social, like a close-knit social group,
Fencers, yeah. Jugglers, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
there's a tendency for that group to have people within
Nightliners,
it
yeah.
dating, and when those people break up, like there's often relationships that like spill over.
Right, I'm trying to make a shape where Violet is just a central node to everything.
The triangle was kind of close.
It's the key.
The problem is you need directional arrows on some of these because some of them are like
I've just
reciprocal.
gone with this. And then that's
some of them are not.
Robbie. I don't think Violet ever met Robbie.
Probably
There we
not.
go.
Nice.
And then Ned's just
Don't know
off
what I'm
by
doing.
himself. All by myself. Don't wanna
glad I
be.
checked
What,
on him
what happens if
sometime.
the twin came back?
The twin Barnaby or the twin
Barnaby, yeah.
Oh god,
Very
back to
Darby.
Darby.
For most
the
of
hell
this
does-
episode, I was thinking that's who we were going to end up fighting.
Hey, he might still be knocking about somewhere. I mean, he's got to be doing something somewhere. Apparently he's doing lots of
like
sneaking
knocking
and
over
stealing.
armored vans and punching old ladies.
And everything
That's
that
the hard
Percival's
part
seen,
sometimes.
like
As a
you carry a
GM.
shotgun around. Yeah, he thinks you're a bank robber, for sure.
When sometimes as a GM, when players sow too many seeds for you to use, and you're like, which one? What do I do? What do I do with these?
I wanted to bring something in for a later major plot arc early, and I was like, I want to bring this in because it's also going to be fun to give you a medieval siege with a werewolf in the house.
Yes. Are we going to be stuck with a werewolf in the house for half an hour?
I mean, you could just let them
No,
outside.
the werewolf happened at the end of the half hour. I just said we're going to skip this half an hour because I need to get to the end of the episode. You can,
Oh, it happened at the heart.
if
Okay,
you want
that's
to prepare
that's
stuff in that half an hour, you can choose stuff you've prepared for that assault.
right.
Like, we won't make you play the half hour. It will be the moment where we're like, I have a plan to prepare stuff, and then half an hour later, you've got like your traps and all that set up.
Do you want to
Didn't
start
they
a chat?
ask like release the
Something
heretics? So couldn't you theoretically just open the door and be like, yes, we have our heretics, and then engage them on the battlefield outside?
If you want
Possibly,
to
that's-
stand in front of a line of archers.
Sort of what I was thinking.
Oh, we could hide in the toilet.
I
Mine's
don't-
already taken by the cat.
I mean, if you're like, yes, because then you walk over, you do the double switch. You're like, yes, I'm here to be your prisoner, and then you and then he turns into a werewolf in the crowd.
You didn't know it was going to turn into a werewolf, though.
Yeah, we don't know that's going to
True,
happen.
but it would
maybe
be hilarious.
Yeah,
It's also a definite option for the plan of pretending to give ourselves up.
yeah. There's definitely no way Percival, pre-werewolf, would walk into a crowd of very angry Catholics.
He could be convinced / bullied.
Yes, he could.
Barnaby is very persuasive.
Yes, I
Percival
am
has the
Percy.
drawback.
Threw me at a wall.
Percival does have the drawback gay, so I'm pretty sure that being convinced and bullied by very vehement Catholics is probably something that he has way too much experience with.
I have proficiency.
I think he would choose not to enter that situation.
Resistance versus holy.
They're just here to get me to pray out the gay, aren't they?
Do you have a pamphlet? Yes, good times. It's good times. Anyway, Barnaby, Josh, can you consider buying off this drawback at some point?
How expensive is it, EA?
It's,
Oh, and how much XP do we have?
Either that, or I will
today,
prepare my next character.
3
for
each.
timely death.
3 XP?
Yeah, and also I need to upgrade Imogen's spell because that was a ridiculous roll, Percy.
1, upgraded spell. 2, I have enough points for another point in sorcery.
And also to buy
Nice.
off
I don't know
drawback
if
is GM's discretion.
I know, that's why I'm
Yeah.
asking.
It's fine. I can just write a new character. It's cool. I nearly had to before. This would be like the 3rd or 4th time I've been like, might end up having to write a new character.
I'll consider it
Sorry.
at some point around season 6.
Thanks. When we become adults. Part of our growing up moves.
What age do you consider an adult to be?
Still 30-year-olds hanging around a school for no apparent reason.
Oh, season 6 will barely have arrived at uni.
So
That's
season
true.
4 is the end of school. Season 6 is year 2 of uni. So season
Yeah.
7 is year 3
No,
of uni.
season 6 is the second half of the first year.
No,
at
I'm
our
gonna
current
for
rate.
uni. It's gonna be 1 season a year at uni.
Yeah, but you said that about season 1.
Optimistic. Yeah, you are very optimistic about how quickly we travel through time in this show.
But then it's 7 seasons gets you to the end of the uni, and 7 seasons of the movie.
How do we do a movie TTRPG show?
You just stream it
In,
for
in
like
7
stream,
seasons' time,
in
we'll have worked
person,
it out.
Like secrets.
It'll
just-
be in like 4 years. We got time.
Costume change, but they're a bit more silvery.
And they got fancy like lapels and lining.
Yeah, slightly higher budget.
The lapel season.
the lapel season. Sure, yeah.
Yeah, okay, let's go with that. So thank you very much for watching the after show. I hope you enjoyed Barnaby being a...
Yeah.
No, wait, I can just pull up the...
A dork?
Yeah, I can play it for people.
What are you playing? Oh, playing the clip.
I'm a bad boy.
Oh dear.
There we go. And that will be going over. You can hear it if you're listening to the after show right now.
Tell you what, I'm just going to own it. Boy. I'm a bad boy. I'm a bad boy.
Oh,
bad
so
boy.
cute.
I'm a bad boy.
You're ruining the bad boy persona!
You're not making me look cool. I'm a bad boy.
I'm never here to help with that.
I'm a bad boy. I'm a bad boy. I'm a bad boy. I'm a bad boy.
How many times is he gonna play it?
I'm a bad boy.
I've played it about 20 times in a row there. Bye! Thank you for watching.
Awkward!
Great.